Matthew is with us in Tucson, Arizona. Hey, Matthew, welcome to the Dave Ramsey Show.
Hey, Dave. Thanks for taking my call. Appreciate it.
Sure. What's up?
So I have a question about buying a house, okay?
Mm-hmm.
I'm currently in debt. We are working our snowballs.
Good.
And our snowball, and we are living in an apartment, and we're paying about $950 in rent, okay? Now, you would tell me, do not go into debt, buy a house.
Correct.
And that's really good advice, and I agree with that. My question is, what if the number doesn't change? What if I get a house and I'm renting, and my mortgage is $940, and I'm still working the snowballs, and then the math doesn't change?
Oh, you're saying I would say don't buy a house until you're out of debt and have your emergency fund in place and then a down payment. Well, the reason is pretty simple. Housing is never as simple as you're laying it out. Because the number does change. It's more expensive to own a home than it is to rent on a monthly cash flow basis, because that $950 payment also represents a hot water heater that goes out, or a heating and air system that has to be updated, or a roof that leaks, and grass that has to be cut, and so on. There's always costs associated with operating a home. It's worth it. Home ownership's worth it because it goes up in value and because you stabilize your monthly payment. It's worth it in the long haul. So I love the idea of you owning a home, because your rent's going to go up over a 10 or 15 year period. You're going to come out a lot better owning a home, but over a 10-month period, you're not, which is how you're analyzing it, which is just your monthly rent versus your monthly house payment. And it's not.
And we're looking to get into a home to rent, but the rents in Tucson are $1,200 and up.
Yeah, I wouldn't. How much debt have you got?
$32,000.
Okay, and what's your household income?
I believe this last year we cleared, I think it was either 52 or 53 together, maybe more. I'm not entirely sure.
That's okay. So how long are you going to take to pay off 32 then?
Well, we've hit a lot of snags. I wanted to have it paid off in 2 years. A short story, we were renting a home and decided we were going to save the money on that rent and move in with my parents into their small 2-bedroom home with 3 kids and, me and my wife, and that didn't really work out. So it kind of put us behind in, 2 other years, basically. So
why?
We're just
Why did that put you behind? I understand that it didn't work out, but why did that cost you money?
Right, it didn't work out because all the money that we had to use, that we were trying to save, but put towards debt, had to be used to get back into another apartment and then get back up to our emergency fund and all that.
It didn't cost you $15,000 to do that?
In 2 years? Well, we just brushed the class when we started moving with our parents. Like we had just barely got out of it, so it was a really bad move to try to do that.
But the point is, you're exaggerating. Okay, It didn't. If you make $50,000 a year, even with moving twice, you should be able to pay off $32,000 in 2 years. The move did not cost you $15,000 a year for 2 years. It just didn't cost you that. That's impossible.
Right.
So it may cost you. It costs you a lot of hassle, and it costs you to not concentrate, not focus, and not stay on your budget.
I think that's probably I think honestly, if you wanted the answer, that's it. It just cost us to kind of give up and to kind of forget it, and then
now you fell off the wagon. I believe that makes sense, and that's actually logical. I can't blame you for that. I've done that kind of thing myself. So but what I would do is say, let's start today, look forward, and say, okay, 50 plus whatever income we can pick up doing other things, and we're going to just bear down and say, boom, how fast can we pay off 32 making 50? Well, if you paid off 15 a year, or 16 a year, you'd be done in 2 years, and you can do that. That's very, very doable. As a matter of fact, I think you're probably going to do it in 18 months because I think you're really going to be sick of that apartment. You're going to be on beans and rice and beans. We're going to completely focus. We're going to lean into this. We're not going to get distracted ever again. It's complete blinders. We're looking only at the goal. Don't care what anybody thinks. Not going to discuss this with anybody. We're just going to do it. And when you lean in like that with that complete focus, you can do that. Have you guys been through Financial Peace University?
Yeah, we went through with our church. Like I said, that was 3 years ago now.
Go back through.
Okay.
And let that. As a matter of fact, let me sign you up again because it's on a membership basis now, and that'll get you into the Every Dollar Plus and give you the online access and plug in again. Because what you've got to do, you need to get the peer pressure around you that's positive. The other people that are on the path. that'll hold you accountable and say, stick with it, dude. Stay on the road. Don't get in the ditch. Stay on the road. Don't get in the ditch. And yeah, go back, join another group. I'll pay for it. You can go back there and I'll get you signed up for all the online for a year and the Every Dollar Plus for a year, and then join a group in the area again. And because that's what you've gotten distracted, and I'm more than anything, I'm trying to get your focus back. And I want your focus to be laser, extreme. And then you're going to get your house. You're going to get your house. But don't let the house get you. If you had owned a house with what you've been through in the last 2 years, you might have gotten foreclosed on. You could have been in a real mess here. Because your budget's tight. You got kids running around, you got debt coming out your ears. You got a tight budget. And the house represents risk in that situation. That's why we always say, Murphy, move in your spare bedroom and bring his 3 cousins, broke, desperate, and stupid, with him. So hold on, and I'll have Kelly pick up, and we'll get you re-signed and get you in the Financial Peace University membership for a year.